and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jody, and on my channel I talk about Broadway, wearing a t-shirt for the Broadway musical Hadestown, and books. And if you're not new here, thank you so very much for your continued support. So today will be the third and final video where I talk about the books that I read in 2023. Like with the first two videos in this series, I will not be delving too much into the details of what these books are about or my thoughts on them, as I've already done a spoiler-free review for every book that I read on my channel last year. I will though still do a Cliff Notes version of what these books are about and my thoughts on them, along with my star rating. So without any further ado, let's get on to the rest of the books that I read in 2023. So the next book that I read in 2023 was a book called Saint X by Alexis Schaitkin. So Saint X is about the Thomas family. They go away on a vacation, and when it comes time for them to pack their bags and go on home, the parents of the family notice that their oldest daughter, Allison, is not in her room. They set a search party is then set up to find her, and eventually Allison is found. Unfortunately, though, she is found dead. So the rest of the story is about the aftermath of this horribly tragic event and how it affected her immediate family, those accused of her death, and those who either personally knew her or didn't know her at all. As far as my thoughts on this book, I absolutely love this book. I would say there were about 3 things that really stood out to me when it comes to this book that made it such a memorable and incredible read. And the first being that the author did not shy away from talking about heavy topics such as grief, loss, and tragedy, and how we all deal with those things in our own way at our own time. Also how things in life sometimes just don't get resolved, and how questions might ultimately go unanswered. I just thought the way that the author handled talking about these topics was just really well done. The next thing was in how the story was told. I've never really read a book before that was told in quite the way that this book was told in. It was almost as though the story was woven together, where timelines were constantly going back and forth between one another, past, present, and future, constantly throughout the whole entire novel. And you might hear about someone talking about a book done in this way, and you might think, oh, that could be complicated, confusing, frustrating, or annoying for the reader. And it was none of those things at all. If anything, because the story was told in the way that it was told, it enhanced the story, it had much more of an impact, and it resonated so much more with the reader. And lastly, the writing itself. Alexis Schaitkin is just an amazing storyteller. Her writing in this book was beautiful, thought-provoking, smart, intelligent, and the attention to detail was so very much there. And it's just a book that, a story that I really connected to, and it's like a story that I won't soon forget. And so my star rating for Saint X is 5 stars. And the next and last book I will be talking about today, as it is the last book that I read in 2023, was a book called The Upside of Falling by Alexis. And so The Upside of Falling follows 2 characters, that of Becca and Brett. Becca and Brett both attend the same school and both know of one another, but have never actually talked to one another before. And that is until one day at school, when they both find themselves at the same place at the same time. They begin to talk to one another, and during the course of their conversation, they both realize that they are both going through the same thing in their lives at this exact moment in time. And that is that the others in their life are giving them quite a hard time about not getting out there enough, not trying to date, not trying to meet someone, not having enough fun. And so they both come to an agreement with one another to pretend to be in a fake relationship with one another, to get the others in their life to just leave them alone. And so the rest of the story basically deals with Becca and Brett trying to navigate their way through being in this fake relationship with one another. Sorry there, can't talk. And how what started off as a pretend fake relationship might possibly become real. So as far as my thoughts on this book, I really liked it. It was a very fun, sweet, charming read, and what I really liked most about this story was how the author was able to handle talking about fun things in life, such as getting to know someone and dating, with also more serious things in life, such as divorce and abandonment by friends or family, and what that abandonment can do to someone's self-confidence and self-worth. I just thought the balance between the author writing about fun things in life and more serious things in life was perfectly well done. And I really liked the story. It was, like I said, it was a very fun, sweet, and charming read. And so my star rating for The Upside of Falling is 4.5 stars. So that's going to be it for today's video, where I talk about the rest of the books that I read in 2023, which was Saint X by Alexis Schaitkin and The Upside of Falling by Alexis. And yeah, be sure to stay tuned for one more video that deals with books that I read in 2023. I will be making a short, quick video where I will be revealing what was my favorite book read of last year, of 2023. So I just want to say thank you so much to those of you who tuned in to this series of mine, and thank you once again for tuning into my channel and watching this video. It means so much to me. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, bye.